Hey, it's Mark Ferguson with Invest for More, and standing outside of Fix and Flip we bought from auction.com a few months ago. The property is finished now, so we're going to do a walkthrough, show you everything we did, all the numbers, and if it will end up being a good deal or not. We should make money on this one, but given the whole situation over again, not sure I would have bid on it just because we had to buy it sight unseen, and we did get fairly lucky that the house didn't need too much work and was a pretty easy remodel. So let's get started. Bought for $267, spent probably around $30,000 to $35,000 on repairs, have another $20,000 into carrying costs, and we actually already have this one under contract before we listed it for $355. So we'll make some money. Not a huge home run, but should be a good deal. We are actually selling this to Carrie in my office. So she's an agent, helps with the front desk as well. And she's been looking for a house for a while and just loved this house. And I really like this house too. It's actually really close to the first house I ever bought. It was a 4-level with almost the same floor plan, slightly different. But what we ended up doing was painting everything. And if you look at the before video, which I'll link to, this was carpet in the living room. So we added the hardwood. There's already hardwood in the entry and the kitchen, but our hardwood guy was able to blend it in. Looks really good, can't even tell. And matched it with that hardwood over there too. Well, this over here is an addition, and it's kind of cool with the brick wall, the skylights. We had to replace the roof on this one, and those skylights were leaking, so you can see the drywall damage in the before video, but got that all fixed up. The big wall of windows is pretty cool. And it has a great kitchen too that was added at some point. And as you can see, we did not replace the cabinets. They're oak cabinets, not my favorite, but they're in decent shape. And they're really custom. They have kind of the pull-out drawers, you know, all the fancy stuff. So we left those, put on the granite counters, and replaced the appliances, and that was about it. So those are very expensive. Get those stoves, you know, it's not a double oven together, but 2 actual ovens, and because of the size, they're not in there. We need to have our guy fix that up a little bit. They're very pricey. I think they're like $900 each or something, and that was the cheapest we could find. Put in the new flat top there. The dishwasher we replaced. So spent decent amount of money on the kitchen, but we saved the cabinets, which saved us a lot as well. New flooring, of course. Kept most of the doors, but touched up the trim and stain a little bit. Now, when I bought it, it was occupied by the previous owner. So it's an auction.com. Went through foreclosure. One of the first REOs I've bought in a while, foreclosures. And so I could not see what it looked like when I bought it. So I was hoping it's in decent shape. And based off of the previous MLS that sold a couple years ago, it looked to be decent. Based off the outside, it was pretty well taken care of. I kind of took a chance. And honestly, I did not think I was going to get this property at $267. I bid that much with 4 hours left in the auction, just assuming someone would bid higher, because I always get beat out on auction.com houses. But for whatever reason, nobody bid higher, and we got it. But worked out okay. Something that would drive me crazy if I lived in this house, and we didn't have to fix, was there's no lights in the bedrooms or the living room. It's got a switch for your lamp to plug into the outlet, but no actual light. So I think, you know, that would drive me crazy living here, but we didn't have to do that here to get it sold. Here's the master. No light in here either. Like I said, this floor plan is almost exactly the same as my first house I bought, but I had a wall closet and this has a walk-in closet. That's like the only huge difference. And then here's the other bathroom we redid. So new vanity, new flooring. We put in the shower surrounds and the tub surround. so much cheaper than doing tile and so much faster. So we started doing that more. They don't look that bad. They're easier to clean. You know, it's a style that most people, just the white, won't complain about. So we've been doing that quite a bit lately just because it saved us a bunch of money. All right, we will keep going. So like in the house I first bought too, it had this nook here, and then it had your kitchen, then it had another dining room over there, like before the kitchen ended. So I'm guessing that's kind of what this had too originally, but don't know for sure. And here's the family room down here. Did not do a whole lot here either. Touched up the trim. Didn't do anything with the fireplace, just kind of carpet and paint. And here's your little laundry area. And then you've got, oh, the light got turned off. Little half bath. Didn't do anything in there either, it looked just like that. So that's one thing I preach about a lot when doing these flips. The trick is not doing everything and making them perfect. The trick is doing enough to get them sold without spending too much money and, you know, not making any money. We still have a couple toilets we need to take out, but that's the garage. And we still have the basement to go to. Right down here. So this had kind of a crazy paint job. We just painted over it. Went neutral. Nothing fancy. And then this room down here was kind of a work room. It had some counters in it, and we took those out. So Carrie's going to use it for a bedroom and did not want those in there. So we did that. Probably would have done the same thing if we were going to list it as well. For this house, it's so hard to value it. I mean, I think we could probably get more than $355 listing it on the market. In fact, I'm pretty sure, because it's a cool house, and we'll show you the backyard here too, which is really nice. The problem is the comps don't support a higher value than that for the neighborhood. So even if we got a higher offer, I don't think it would appraise. I think it would kind of get stuck in there, maybe a little higher, but by selling it to Carrie, we don't have to list it, don't have to market it. It's actually going to sell here in a couple weeks, so that saves us money and time. And then she can get, you know, a pretty good deal. Doesn't have to compete with anybody, and get a pretty cool house. So it's almost 1/3 of an acre lot. Cleaned up a bunch of it back here, and then this pergola deck area was here before, but we redid the top. And I know sometimes I complain about my contractors and different things they do. So this time, I had no idea that our bid included the top part here. I thought we were just redoing the deck, patching the rotten holes. There's a hot tub right there we got rid of, patching the deck. But I was surprised pleasantly when we show up and we have this cool pergola. So that was really cool. Nice to see that. And then we touched up some of the stuff over here, redid that deck over there with new railings. Still have a couple of chunks of wood to get out of here. So that is the property. Like I said, bought it for $267, auction.com. A lot of people ask me questions about that. There was no buyer's premium on this deal. So you have to pay attention to the auction details. There's no buyer's premium, so that wasn't added on. I got a commission when I bought it as an agent, so that was nice. And then there was title insurance. So we got full title insurance, title policy, which doesn't come with every auction property. So this is one of the better auction.com deals that I've seen. And I think it's actually the first auction.com I've ever done. And I also talk about in the first video the details on, we negotiated cash for keys for the previous owner who lived here to get them out. They were super nice, super helpful. So that was great. And was a pretty straightforward deal, considering a lot could go wrong buying a house sight unseen. All right, thanks for watching. Hope you guys liked it. Give us a thumbs up if you did. Please leave any comments below. And we'll have a lot more videos coming up with houses being finished, and we've got some more properties we're buying here as well. Thanks a lot. Have a great day.